Welcome to Boss Up Goddess. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins. I was just on, but there's something I'd want to talk about that's a continuation of the conversation about the editorial that was in the Wall Street Journal about Dr. Jill Biden. And so it really struck a chord for me because not only did I feel all that I just expressed in the first part of this show tonight, but the writer said that the title of her dissertation, which is the big report you have to write in order to earn your Ph.D., he called it unpromising. And the title is Student Retention at the Community College Level, Meeting Students' Needs. Hello. Unpromising? Let me just share. I have taught at the university and college level, and I used to teach English literature, and it was literature by women. Well, it was women's literature at Wayne County Community College District in Detroit and the suburbs. There's multiple campuses. And this is the Norton Anthology of Literature by Women, and this is what I taught from. Let me just share that I had some of the most amazing experiences as a community college instructor for English. Let me see, what were those words that he called them? Unpromising, student retention at the community college level, meeting students' needs. It is not unpromising. Guess what? The students that I had were every age up to their 80s, teenagers up to their 80s, Black, white, Arabic, Asian, Jewish, you name it. Every nationality, I mean, it was just such a diversity of people. It was beautiful. All kinds of backgrounds. Many working full-time and attending school while raising children as single parents and also taking care of older parents. Many of them would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to take multiple buses in the snow to get to class. And then they would tell me stories like, Miss Atkins, I'm sorry, I couldn't turn in my paper today because our electricity went out last night and my printer wouldn't work. You know, stories like that. Just tremendous hardships that these students were enduring, yet education was a huge priority for them. And they made it happen because that community college degree was their ticket out of the circumstances that were very stressful. Circumstances where they were living in poverty or lacking many of the advantages that a lot of people have. People literally pulling themselves up by the bootstraps by attending community college and getting that certificate, and then moving on to a 4-year university and earning a bachelor's degree. So, unpromising, no, it is the most promising thing because community colleges across the country are the place, the gateway where people can rise up out of poverty and create better circumstances for themselves and their families and get certificates and degrees and get better jobs and make more money and just rise up and out of really tragic circumstances. So I love her title. I love her dissertation. Dr. Jill Biden's dissertation title is awesome. And another thing I want to share is some of the brilliance and genius that I witnessed. No, it was not Harvard University. No, it was not Columbia University, where when I got my master's, my classmates had lived and worked all over the world. They spoke all kinds of languages. They worked for the most prominent publications and TV networks ever. That's awesome. But people in the community college level have genius as well. And it showed in my class. There was one woman who loved The Color Purple, the book by Alice Walker, so much that she literally memorized it. And anything I would ask her or any conversation happening in the classroom regarding what we were reading, she would have a line from The Color Purple to answer the question. What? It was amazing. it was entertaining and it was brilliant. Oh my gosh. So her, and then, so we're reading this poetry and stuff from the 1600s, the 1700s. I'm like, how am I going to make this relevant to urban students who've never heard of Aphra Behn or Virginia Woolf or Zora Neale Hurston for that matter, or the Harlem Renaissance writers? So what I did was I gave them an assignment and I said, draw parallels between some of these writers that I assigned from the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, and 1900s, and draw parallels between your favorite song from contemporary music today. So that way they could draw parallels to the poems and the lyrics of their favorite songs. So this one woman, she wrote a paper comparing the lyrics of an LL Cool J song to an Aphra Behn poem, 400 years apart, the same message about love and longing and life. It was brilliantly done. So I guess this is my ode to the power of community colleges, because they are amazing places where incredible people go to improve their lives. So I have so many stories from teaching at the community college level. I also taught a Toastmasters class on campus. I also held multiple how to write a book and get published workshops that were standing room only at Wayne County Community College. People from all over came. The campus was this bustling place, this cornucopia of humanity and life experience that was so enriching, so wonderful to be in. I just really want to celebrate our community colleges across the country because they are wonderful launch points for people to rise up and out of circumstances, work hard, earn those degrees, and create a really wonderful life for themselves and their families while contributing positive talents to the world. Many of my students, I have one student, former student, he's a filmmaker, Malcolm X Johnson. I follow him on Instagram, and he is making movies. He was in my class, and he's making movies now. I have other students who've gone on to become nurses, electricians, and do work at TV stations. They're just doing great things. So again, my message is in celebration of every community college student across America right now. If they felt any offense to that editorial, just know that community colleges are a wonderful, wonderful place, and I wish you all the very, very best. So thank you for this addendum to my Boss Up Goddess show tonight. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, and I want to thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and remember, you have the power. I'll see you next time.